Bomberman, Act 0. Now, if you know anything about anything when it comes to 360 games, you know that this game's actually gotten a bit of a bad rap. It was one of the first games to be released on the Xbox 360, and for reasons I can't really explain, I'm always been vaguely curious about this game. Like, I know, I've seen the reviews, this game's been stamped a new asshole more times than pretty much any other bad 360 game, but why is this game so bad? Well, 5 years have passed, so I thought now would be a good time to actually do a kind of retrospective on this game and to see if it really did deserve the bad rap that it actually got. First of all, as you see on the screen, you notice something. This game has changed a lot. Like, they've gone for a much more serious tone, and to be honest, I can't really say I'm a huge fan of that. I mean, if I want a serious Bomberman, the game I'll be playing is Silent Bomber on the PlayStation, thank you very much. Anyway, you can customise your little Bomberman. You can either make them a male or a female, and you can give them a paint job, and well, that's pretty much it. I mean, this was a full retail release, and the amount of content in this game is severely lacking. In fact, when your Xbox Live Arcade games have more content than this, your full retail game, you're doing something wrong. Admittedly though, those games were released much later than this one though. The modes in Bomberman Act 0 were very standard, I guess, apart from one which I'll get into in a little while. The first being World Battle, which is basically online mode. You can play against other players if they're sad enough to play this game. Single Battle First Person Bomber mode. Single Player Standard mode. World Rankings, Achievements, and Cage. Cage is basically altering your dude so you can change his appearance. The achievements, as you can see here, suffer from early achievement-itis. Basically, these guys, nobody knew what they were fucking doing back then, and most of the achievements on this game are in fact secret achievements, which are kind of annoying. Don't ask me how you get most of them because I've not bothered to look. The first mode I'm going to show you is First Person Bomber mode in single player. Now, if there's one word that I need to describe First Person Bomber mode, it's unnecessary. Bomberman was fine as it was. I'm not sure why they decided to add a third person camera-esque perspective onto a classic game. The biggest problem with this is you can't see enough of the field, and it can become a problem. The game does give you a few outs though. First of all, you have a life bar now, so one bomb will not kill you. However, if you die and you lose all your energy, there are no continues or redos, you have to go back from the beginning. The second out is this: you can block bomb blasts. Now, this doesn't make you invincible to them, you still take damage, but you take a lot less damage if you brace yourself and prepare for the bomb blasts. Now, the main deal with this is there are 99 stages and you must defeat them all without. As you go on, the enemies get smarter, they get more plentiful, and they actually start off with more power-ups and more health eventually. This can be especially troublesome in boss battles, which I'll explain later on. Now, to be fair to the game, it is an all versus all melee, so they're not all going for you, and sometimes the enemy is stupid enough to blow themselves up, which is kind of neat, but you get stuck in this dilemma. Do I try to finish these guys off quickly, or do I try to run around the level blowing up as many blocks as possible so I can nab as many power-ups as I can? And that's the big thing of this game, you have to get the power-ups. You have to get them, and you have to get to them quickly before the enemies take them, because if the enemies take them, they become almost impossible to kill. And furthermore, if they grab like that health increase items, you're fucked, because it means you actually have to hit them more, and hitting them once can be a major hassle sometimes. When you've got to hit a dude 3 or 4 times, he's running around the arena like Usain Bolt. it's freaking annoying, and especially when you've got the camera so close to your dude as well. I mean, you can zoom it in and out and swing the camera left and right, which is what I've been doing, as you can see, but it still doesn't help. It really does not make the game any better. I mean, yeah, it's nice to see that, you know, you've tightened up the graphics and the animation's nice and smooth and the actual explosions look neat, and I can see a lot of the detail really close up in this mode. But at the end of the day, the gameplay really suffers for it. And actually, there's something else that kind of bothers me about this game, actually. The music's okay, the presentation's nice. What really bothers me though is the death screams. You hear that? That actually sounds like somebody burning to death. I don't want that in my Bomberman game. I never want that in any game. Look at the morbid message that it gives you at the end. You're alive, get to the next stage. Now, remember when I said it was absolutely important to collect power-ups? Well, I hope you remember to do that, because you carry over all the power-ups that you have from all the previous stages. This in itself is not a bad thing, but the big problem is with Bomberman, it's kind of random what power-ups that you can get out of the blocks. And the power-ups you might really want, the CPU might collect because they might be right next to them. So, this game has a big bit of randomness to it. Another problem is, well, the difficulty spike. This is level 5 and this guy is essentially a boss guy. Now, he already starts off really powered up and he has bombs that can basically destroy all brick that it touches. That's a fairly common thing in Bomberman games, but with this mode and the limited visibility, those bombs are killer, because if you plant one in a sneaky place which you can't see, you're dead, you're fucked, because you can't see it. And that's kind of my problem with this mode of this game. It's just not very good. What you're seeing now is standard mode. Standard mode is, well, standard Bomberman. There are two main problems with this game mode though. For a start, your guys are small little stick figure like dudes and they're pretty difficult to see. This is a bit of a problem, especially when you're trying to dodge bombs and stuff. But the main problem is no local multiplayer. That's absolutely unforgivable in any Bomberman game. I'm not sure why the hell they would do that. And yeah, you can play this mode online, but this mode would also be perfect to be played with people around your couch. But for some reason, Hudson took it out because they're idiots. So your guy blends into the background pretty easily and there's no local multiplayer. Other than that though, this game kind of works like the other mode that I mentioned before. You fight through 99 levels of increasingly difficult enemies. You carry the power-ups from stage to stage and you eventually either win or you lose. The health system works slightly differently in this though. A hit is a hit in this game. You can pick up extra lives, which is something that most people forget. Like, even the enemies can pick up the extra lives if you're not quick enough to grab them yourself. And, well, if you get hit with a bomb blast, it counts as one hit. If you have no lives, you die. That's it. It's possible to be killed in this mode within literally 10 seconds if you're not careful. It's not like that in the other mode. As you can see in this mode though, they are more willing to throw more enemies at you because, well, you can actually see what you're doing. Another thing that kind of annoys me, especially about this mode, because it seems to happen in this mode more, the hurry up timer. Now, the hurry up timer has been a big thing of Bomberman for ages when the arena gets closer and closer. That's fine. I don't mind that, that's okay. What I do mind is it doesn't matter how many lives you have, or how much energy depending on which mode you're playing. If you get crushed by the block, you are dead. Game over, no redos, you don't lose a life, you lose the entire game if you get squashed once in a 99 level game. That's ridiculous. Whoever thought that was a good idea needs to be slapped upside the head, because that is a stupid Stupid idea. Overall, Bomberman X-Zero, a very disappointing game. I can see why most of the magazines slammed it. No local multiplayer, really kind of generic looking Bomberman. This is kind of not how you do a redesign. I mean, if you want a super serious Bomberman style game, like I said before, get Silent Bomber on the PlayStation. It's a fantastic game. But this game, while it looks nice and does have some nice ideas, it's brutal difficulty curve. The fact that you have to be online just to even play the game, and its 2 gameplay modes make this not really worth buying. I mean, I picked this up for £8. For £8 you can actually pick up Bomberman Live 1 or even 2. Both of those games infinitely better. In fact, any Hudson re-release of Bomberman, pretty much ever, is better than this game. This is easily the worst Bomberman game I've ever played. And yeah, I tried to give this game a fair chance, and I tried to give this game, like, you know, I tried to really get into it and see what it's all about, but at the end of the day, this game just isn't worth your time. Just avoid it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. This is Danny signing out. Alright, I just smoked all those dudes. I wonder what I get for winning. You can't. Eat! Come on!
Your life.
Ah.